So this is Jeskai Control. This deck is basically based around Fires of Invention, letting you cast all your Planeswalkers, getting card advantage off them, using Fae of Wishes to wish for cards in your sideboard as well, while you've got Fires of Invention out, and then it lets you cast all of these cards. So you've got a lot of different cards for lots of different scenarios, which is sweet. Lots of different answers in the main deck, lots of different ways of catching back up, so this one looks cool. What do I think of Fabled Passage? Which one is Fabled Passage? That's the fetch land, right? The fetch land's very good. Very, very good. Regardless of what decks we've been losing with, it's been... The Fabled Passage has been the card that has impressed me the most. Like, it's not felt like a downside to being able to fetch it, be tapped, and then after turn 4 it's untapped, so... It's very good. I'm been very impressed with it, and I'll certainly be picking up as many as I possibly can, because that card is bound to be expensive for standard. I think most decks will be playing at least a copy or two, and certainly with the couple of Landfolly-esque things, I think it's certainly going to be important. We're going to keep this. Why do we keep facing the same decks every time? I'm not dealing with a 4-4 for a couple of turns, so that's kind of annoying, but I should be able to draw 2 cards off Narset first. Oh, Teferi deals with that, that's fine. Now they know I have a Teferi, so they may just keep taking up instead. Sure. Sarkhan's going to be real good next turn, make these things fly and hit me Yanling. Or are they just going to kill my things? Don't worry, I got this.
Being irresponsible. I need the name. Let us plan for the trials ahead.
Can you keep the Deafening Clarion just in case they have something like a Saheeli? Okay, they've had enough. Good start. Good start. Good thing is that I have most of these cards, apart from the new Planeswalkers. This would be a good one if this is what we're starting with. So thanks very much everyone for joining in today. We are nearly 4 hours into today's stream. Nearly 5 hours, sorry. I can totally count. We've probably got about an hour and a bit left. So we're probably going to see this Jeskai deck all the way through to the end. It finishes, the event finishes an hour and 15 minutes. So I greatly appreciate everyone for joining in. I know there's a lot of different streamers streaming Magic over the last day, but it's been brilliant to have as many different people as there has been over the last couple of days. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining in. It's been good. Fires of Invention is crazy. It just seems like a mistake, and I'll call that one now. It just seems like a mistake. I think that they will regret having printed that card. It just seems okay. At least we can shock that if it becomes a problem. Not sure what the Seven Dwarves has got for me, but Deafening Clarion probably good if they're playing creatures. Ooh. Is this naming dwarf? It is naming dwarf. Oh, we're getting memed. Right. Let's be granted. What do we want? I feel like we can probably just get a Chandra and not... Oh, we've already got a Chandra. Ooh, let's just get Sarkhan, sure. The Royal Scions. This is literally only the second game that I've played with this deck, so don't really have anything to say about it. Obviously, the opponent conceded last game, so no comment yet. It seems fine, but nothing amazing. I think it's probably the card that allows Phoenix to live. I think if it's not for this card, Arclight Phoenix probably just doesn't exist as a deck. Would be my initial take on it, to be honest. Well, we get to kill Royal Scions this turn anyway, so that's fine.
Your heart can overcome any challenge.
Yeah, it might be fine in these kind of decks just because it's it just lets you filter. I've always found that the cheap filtering spells are always very good, and I don't think the other text on that card needs to make a difference. So like you don't need the other two modes, but like maybe just for like a Planeswalker that sits and draws and discards, and certainly with Sarkhan is another way to manipulate the card. That's potentially all you need. We're just going to start drawing cards with Ugin here. And then Ugin can start getting in the red zone with Sarkhan. How wonderful. Another Scions. I get First Strike and Trample. And Trample is rude. If they attack Ugin, I'll block. If they don't, I will... I'll just take it, because I'm assuming they're just attacking Sarkhan here. I don't need the land, so I'll leave this for another block. Leave a Narset on top, it's most likely to... I didn't have to plus the Sarkin there. I thought I had to plus the Sarkin to be able to kill the Royal Scion, so I forgot I had the Manifest. Yeah, Narset's going to give us the biggest chance of finding Fires of Invention. Not that we really need it from here. Ugin, you have Ugin too. Ugin. Just killing my Sarkin. My Sarkin is so dead. They're just so far behind here. Don't know if they've got any catch-up mechanics, but I can't imagine they do. I don't need to block that. It's a shame Royal Science isn't target player draws a card then discards a card. That would have been sweet. I don't need multiple Clarions. Make another manifesty thing. Yeah, I think just being able to, like, in this deck, I think just being able to rummage through, basically just get through all the chaff in your deck. So like, I'm obviously gonna have too many cards that aren't good in some matchups. So being able to get through them is probably pretty good. All right, I'll block now because I don't want Eugene to die. Eugene doesn't deserve it. Give me the card. Oh, you've still not given me the card. This is a lot of card advantage. I've still got to activate the Scions too. If I'd plus the Scions for damage, I'd have won there, but never mind. I think we'll make it through. Even through my misplay. Good game, sir. We just run it back. So, just for everyone else that is new to the chat, you can type in !MTGELD giveaway, and that will enter you into a draw to win a code that gives you 1,000 experience in the arena that is released on Thursday. So you have that option if you want to do that. I still have, I think it's 10 codes, so I would like to give them all away. Yeah, Jeskai Walker seems pretty good. I don't have that many basics in my deck, and I've already got 3 of them. So, hoping that this build had two islands in it. Yeah, it did. Okay. Does mean that my third Fabled Passage is dead, because I've already drawn all the basics. Just gonna hold the Fae. The Fae is gonna do some work later on, so it'll be fine. We're playing against Phoenix. That one's rude. Is it just a spell? Yeah, okay, so I can bounce it with Teferi. I drew my mountain as well, so my other Fabled Passages are both dead. Yeah, that's fine. Scion. Hopefully this shuts them down enough. Obviously their deck is around drawing extra cards, so hopefully this slows them down enough. Bounce my Narset, that's really rude. Let's discard a mountain. That's a good card in this deck, actually, thinking about it. Does let you deal with all those problematic permanents. Bone Crusher Giant, sure. Sarkin makes a friend. They have another Brazen Borderer, it's kind of annoying, but need to get through that at some point. Yeah, fine. Hopefully they play both of these. Can sweep them, everything up with a Clarion. Brazen's been very good. I've played it in a couple of decks. I've had it played against me in a couple of decks, and it's been pretty good every single time. I think it will be a standard staple. So I'm hoping that they play both these guys, try and take out my Planeswalkers, then I can clear up everything with a Clarion. I'm going to discard the second one to try and make them think that that's safe, even though it's not. I mean, I would really like to draw my Fires of Inventions at some point, because it is basically the best card in the deck. It's fine. I lose both of these guys. I fog 10 damage. I'm doing that. Crackling Drake. That one's kind of annoying. I guess I can bounce it with Teferi for the time being. So yeah, let's start off with Teferi, just so they can't respond to the Clarion. Ooh, I need to shock for this now. I just didn't tap the beacon. So it's kind of awkward having to bounce this, but I think it was necessary. Got another Bone Crusher Giant. Bone Crusher Giant seems really good as well. All of these, all of the rare and mythic adventure cards all seem very pushed. Scary Terry. In fact, not so scary Terry. He's definitely not as good as he was in the previous one. Right, okay, let's plus this. They can't do anything about what I'm doing this turn, so... I should have cast this first because I had an excess mana. That's fine. You have to kill both the Planeswalkers. I've got a Fae, so I can go and tutor for anything. I might just be able to... Maybe Command the Dreadhoard's the card to get. Got so much stuff going on. I think it's probably Command the Dreadhorde. So I can bring back one of his flyers too. So, 11, 8, 3. Is that good enough? I think that's good enough. Like, I leave myself slightly... Ooh, I can bounce the fires, right? Let's bounce the fires. If we bounce the fires, we can cast all of our other spells. Oh, this is broken. This is broken. Holy cow. Let's tap the... I need blue and red. And tap a blue. Play my Narset. Take a shock. Shock is perfect. I can play the Fae. Here we go. Like, that's everything you dream of with this card, right? Like, just go and get my 3 Planeswalkers back, and then... Oh, that's just that's pretty sickening. Like, I'm playing this and it feels pretty sick. They really don't like Narset. I don't know why. Poor Narset. Oh, they were so close to killing me.
There is no peace in defeat.
Man, this is this deck. For this deck. This is what I'm sleeving up as of tonight for messing around with. This deck seems great. I love the wish board. So Ugin pluses, Teferi pluses.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Cast the Royal Scions. I'm going to pump on the dragon. So the dragon takes out Saheeli. And I think I'm wishing. No, let's not wish. Because I can scry. Because I can scry, I don't need to wish. So I've got access to shock, and I've got access to scrying. Yeah, I can't do anything about that one. Man, this deck is sweet. Oh, stop having the Bodor. That card's so annoying. What is it, shock? Shocked Ugin, sure. Don't worry, I got this. Still don't think I'm wishing. I think I've still got enough defense to not worry about wishing yet. Try and save the wish. that's a good one. Yeah. Is he going after planeswalkers or me is the next question. Wants Teferi off the table. I suppose I'm obliged at this point.
Only time will tell.
Let us plan.
Time wipe, you say? Yeah, let's ditch this. I'm not casting it.
My prowess is just the trick for this.
Go. Sorry, I keep there's so many decisions to make with this. I'm actually being quite quiet because of it, but this deck is something else. The Royal Silence is actually a thing here. Like it's probably going to be lethal, or it's not far off from lethal with its ultimate. Move out the way. Yeah, fine. That card seems very good as well. Actually, this dealing damage to creature or planeswalker seems very good.
We like to finish each other's.
Focus and hone your prowess. Join my cause.
Like, I think that the bit that's broken is that Teferi bounces the Fires of Invention. So, like, I wouldn't be in this game if I still had to have that Fires of Invention in play because I couldn't respond to them doing stuff. The fact that Teferi bounces it so that I then don't have the downside and can cast my spells normally is just superb. That game, I think, like, it's going to be the exact reason that this deck is going to be a thing. Right. So, the end of the giveaway. We have a winner, and it is Busted Magic. So well done, Lee. I will send you a code just now. I think it's this one next. Right, let's go again. This deck seems sweet. I just need a land. This hand's very good. Okay, we're gonna play a different deck after this because I've just seen something sweet. So this will be the last one with this deck, and then we're gonna play something else. So. This deck's maybe not amazing against Questing Beast, but with the exception of that one, it's probably pretty good against pretty much everything else. Rotting Regisaur. That one I don't mind so much.
So much commotion.
So much commotion. We're going to bounce the Regisaur.
I am not this. That's more like it.
Just need to buy time, and then as soon as we get to our bigger stuff, we have plenty of time for it. So hopefully they play something smaller than the Regisaur, something that we can try and sweep multiple things with the Claudian. I really want this Paradise Druid off the table. That's just the Regisaur. Okay, I think I'm just sweeping away the Paradise Druid. Then I can 2-spell next turn. Maybe I'm supposed to wait and double Claudian next turn. Yeah, that seems better. So now I'm probably going to have to trade the Chandra for it, I guess. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. Yeah, potentially. At this point, I'm kind of on autopilot, so... Yeah, really regretting playing that Claudian. What else have we got? Land. I think I've got to go digging.
There are so many mysteries. Keep an open mind.
I want to try and keep the Narset if possible, so see what... Oh, got another Spawn of Mayhem. Yikes, need a time wipe off the top. Time wipe off the top would be amazing. Yeah, and then just attack me for the rest.
You could use some training.
Yeah, this was one misplay that caused this, so... Okay, that's a one that potentially buys us another turn.
I know my responsibility. Here we go.
Ooh, we found a Fae. I messed up.
The knowledge to direct it.
Okay, so that's the last one with this deck, and we're going to finish off with this sweet looking deck that I've just found on Twitter. So just to wrap this deck, yeah, as I say, I've been streaming for, I think it's a total of 13 or 14 hours now throughout this event, so pretty tired, so it'd be good to get through the last 45 minutes, hopefully win some games and then move on. This card's pretty broken. This deck's very good. Being able to bounce fires with Teferi is what entirely won us a game, so that's certainly worth noting and worth remembering. So yeah, I would certainly recommend this deck. I'm certainly going to build it in paper to start with. I've got most of the cards because most of the cards were pre the new set. Just need to pick up some Fays and some Royal Scions and the Fires. Then a couple of sideboard cards, but nothing massive. So obviously because you're using a wish board, you can basically build your deck however you like. So what did I do? Discard the changes. Right, we are going to play this last deck for the last while. So let us go, and we are... Esper Doom. So this deck is based around this card with a bunch of tricks and stuff. So let's get it quickly built, and then we can start the last one. And that's too many, and I need to click this button actually.